First of our club corners on World of Sport today, Fitzroy, Melbourne. Robbie Walls and Ron Barassi talking about the game with Bob Davis.
Well, first of both of you, let me congratulate you on a fine game of football. I thought it was a magnificent game for everyone to view. There were two contrasting styles. Robert, do you allow your players full reign of their own skills? Or are there set rules that they have to abide by?
Oh, we have a certain amount of set rules, but at the same time, a lot of players are allowed to use their natural flair and natural style.
Ron, what was the subterfuge in putting Templeton and Jarrett in amongst the 22 running out in the ground? Did you think there might have been heavenly intervention and they both got right in the 5 minutes that they were running out?
Of course not. Look, it's just a thing that may have would have given Robbie Walls, if he hadn't have known about it, less time to sort of
plan his game.
Yeah. And why not? It doesn't harm anyone. It's a bit of fun. And
well, is it fun for Templeton and Jarrett?
Probably not. That's not the point. If it's good for the team, it doesn't really harm them. I mean, it's probably a nuisance to them, but no, it's not an evil thing for them, is it?
Right.
Let's face it.
Okay. Well,
and if
now,
that's for the good of the team, well, they're prepared to do it.
Right. Do you feel that Fitzroy are entitled to be 2 games clear on top of the ladder?
Well, we haven't played the other good sides in the comp yet, but judging on what I saw and what I've heard and read and seen, yes, I think, I'm not sure about 2 games clear with only 8 played or whatever it is. That's a heck of a lead. I don't think any team's that good, quite frankly. But they're a heck of a team, a tremendous team. In fact, I think perhaps the best team as teamwork.
Yeah, the teamwork.
We've seen for quite a while. And it's full marks to Robbie Walls and his boys.
Robert, how is the depth in your side? If you had struck injuries to Rendell, for instance, or Quinlan?
Well, those 2 players you mentioned, we would struggle because they're key position players, a full forward and a ruckman.
Yeah.
We're building on our depth, and our reserves are winning more games than they're losing, and there are some promising players there. One of the good parts about yesterday's game was Des Herbert playing what I thought was a pretty good game. He had 24 possessions, and it was his first full game, so it makes us think that we've got another player there who can fit into our side. And
Warwick Irwin coming back into the side?
Yes, well, Warwick was only on for a short while, but what he did was good.
Ron, you appear not to have too many, because when Templeton and Jarrett went out, you were really struggling when you've brought another couple. Young Boland, that he may be a good player, but it was a big test for him, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I'm a little bit the same as Robbie about Herbert, except, of course, Boland didn't play a full game, but he had a taste of it. He's a youngster from the Premiership side a couple of years back in the under-19s. But we had 6 players out yesterday, which we haven't got the depth to cover that sort of thing. We could perhaps cover 2 or 3 and have been, because 2 of those players have been out and will be out the rest of the year, in O'Sullivan and O'Brien. We can cover that, and so you should be able to. But once it gets to 4 and 5 and 6, we strike that problem, no question.
Robert, what type of training are you doing with your team? Is it as Ron said, it's a very close-knit unit. You really are a team, not a team of champions, but a champion team.
Yes, we work hard to be as a team. We share our highs and lows together, and actually I was disappointed and angry this morning to read in a Sunday paper where our team had won 7 games straight, and I was misquoted as saying it was my best effort, and that disappoints me because it was our best effort. It was only one word, but it means a lot to us, and our players a lot of them have only been playing for 2 or 3 seasons, the Claytons, the Roos, the Rendells and so on. And there's a great bond between those fellows. They've started off together, and in 81 and 82 we won more games than we lost, and this year we're going along well at this stage, and we're looking forward to being a successful side, and the only way that we will be that way is to continue as we have been, and that's by playing team football.
Templeton badly injured, is he, Ron?
No, it's a hamstring, and the machine offerings on the Friday morning from Barry Richardson's clinic showed a figure which would have been very risky to play him. I'd be surprised he wasn't available next week, wasn't ready next week.
Well, it's the master and the pupil, because Robert played under Ron when he was coach at Carlton. Number played the master. The pupil's taken over, Ron.
Yes,
sorry about that, mate. Mayfair weekend of ham. We've also got the vintage tasty cheese from Ballantyne's, not forgetting the 4 and 20 pie. And we'd like you to take these magnificent calendars, one in the Fitzroy colours, for these beautiful girls. It's the Footy Glamour Girl calendar for 1983 and 84. And there's one for the Demons. Look at that girl. Aren't they magnificent? These are just sensational, these calendars, and they're worth buying. In all the club colours, each club gets a month. How about that? Not a month's jar, but a month on the calendar.
And while the boys check their months, let's check out now the Canberra TV Club Awards. The voting yesterday, Stephen Ick and Bernie Quinlan getting the points for the respective sides. Overall, at Melbourne, Ick is leading Brian Wilson and Bernie Quinlan leading Grant Laurie and Matt Rendell.